In this video, I'm going to share with you what all great players do that you can do too. There are going to be some things that you just can't do. You know, maybe it's your age, your flexibility, but this is something that I believe everybody can do. And if you've been struggling with your ball striking, your consistency, or just struggling to get any real power, this will help. But you're going to have to learn it in stages. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this in 3 very, very simple steps. I'm going to, first of all, step 1, I'm going to show you and help you feel how the body works with an exercise you can do right now, just in your living room. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cover how you then coordinate your arms with your body. So once you've got the feel of the body working, we're then going to add the arms into this, show you how you can sense what's going on with your arms. And third and finally, well, if you can, head out to the driving range, we'll hit some golf balls together. And what we're going to do is I'll show you how to literally bring in the golf club so you can sense where the strike and the power comes from. Now, you remember, you never have to remember a thing. I will put a free downloadable practice guide in the description box below. So what do great players do that you could be doing? Well, look, here's what I'm finding, that if you're struggling with your ball striking, you're struggling with power, the chances are this is the one major fault that you're making. You are leading your backswing with your hands and your arms, and you're leading your downswing with your hands and your arms. So they tend to get wristy here on the way back. You might rush the downswing, get a bit handsy on the way down. What that leads to is a very inconsistent arc, very inconsistent strike, start striking the ground behind the golf ball, or just weak strikes. But the other thing, look at this. How much are you using of this? Not a lot. So you lose power as well. So you're losing control and power. So I want to show you now, step by step, how you can start to activate as much as your body as you can. I know you might not be able to activate the amount of a toe pressure. It's not important. You just need to learn how to lead with your body on the way back and lead with your body on the way through. So let's start with this very, very first simple exercise that I actually gave my wife, Laura, who's a beginner golfer, but I give this to so many people because it's so useful to learn the feel of it. I mean, grab a golf club, grab an umbrella, put it across your chest for a second. And what we're going to do is this. We're going to teach you the shift and turn, okay? I want you to turn forward first, i.e. towards your target. Now from here, I want you to make a shift of pressure to your trail foot here. Shift, turn. As I'm turning backwards, I'm now going to immediately shift over this side. Shift, and then I'm going to turn. Then is very important. I am not shift, turn, and then turning and shifting at the same time. The shift always happens before the turn. So let's do this together if you can, and let's feel this motion. So forward, shift, turn, shift, turn. Once you're feeling in advance, just simply speed up the process. That's what I give to Laura. I got her to speed it up and get a real rhythm of this. So start forward. This is like a little trigger. So start forward, shift, turn, shift, turn. You'll notice as I'm doing it, I'm even still, as I'm forward here, shifting. I'm still completing my backswing as I'm shifting over here. Where's my back? That's correct. It's facing the target. I'm now, look, I'm in the ground. I can use the ground, look now, to power the shot. If I was to put my arms out here, look at the power that I've got there. If we were having a tug of war, remember the club's going to be behind me. If I was having a tug of war with someone behind me, I'm in a powerful position to throw them. Yeah, throw this. Hugely important. If you're struggling with power and consistency and you get wristy, look at the difference in this type of action. The golfer that either doesn't move and it's just their hand, well, there's nothing there, or the golfer that kind of moves over here sometimes, hasn't shifted back, and now they then try and hit from here. Or they slide if you hook and they hit from here. You haven't got that shift. So develop that first. Once you've got the rhythm of that, and spend some time doing this, then what I want you to do is introduce the arms. Now, remember, we don't want to be arm-led. So this is a wonderful drill you can use. And I've got a bag of balls here, which weighs probably about 4 or 5 kilos. Just maybe get a shopping bag and put some water or anything in there, groceries in there to make it about 4 or 5 kilos, right? It doesn't really matter. But this exercise I actually learned from a wonderful biomechanist called Dr. Kwon in Texas. Now, the idea is that you simply face your arms outward, you feel your biceps connected to your chest. And what we want to do is, remember this, is we're trying to teach you how to use the body to swing the arms, and then as a byproduct swing the golf club. If you do that, you're more coordinated and you'll be more powerful. So this is in the next stage. So your arms are right in front of you here. This time you take your normal stance. And what we're going to do is this. The temptation is I want you to get the bag swinging from side to side. Now the temptation initially will be to swing it just with your arms backwards and forwards. But I don't want you to do that. I want you almost here is this. We're going to push it forward, and then as you swing back, I want you to imagine that you're really you want to get some momentum with this bag. Now to do this, I want you to really sense that you're pushing off the ground. It's like if you're going to throw it as far as you can that way, you would use this kind of vertical force off the ground to push it, okay? So it's like that, okay? Now, as I'm doing this, this is your shift. Shift. And now you shift and swing. Shift and swing, right? Now, as we're starting down, as this is swinging, and what you're going to do? You're going to shift the other way. Watch. Shift, shift. Now the idea is that you want to try to get this rhythm. So what's going to happen with the bag, I want you to watch closely. As I swing back and I start to shift, I don't rush, I don't pull my arms down. This is a major fault with so many golfers. I'm getting the rhythm of throwing the bag up, and as the bag starts to fall, I'm going to pick up that fall and now push up this way and increase that momentum, yeah? So see if you can spot it. Shift. There. You see the difference? I'm allowing it to fall and then I'm pushing up. Great exercise in a second when we grab that golf club to really learn the feel of how you can transfer this to the club, but resist the urge to do this. It's really hard initially, by the way. Feel it, pressure shift over here. One, push, and then I'm going, yeah? I'm going to exaggerate this as much as I can so you can visually see this. So I am pushing up, then I'm going through. Can you see that there? Really exaggerate just for camera. So shift it forward, shift, allow it to fall, then accelerate through. At no stage, look, am I hanging back here and trying to pull it down with my arms. That is a major issue with slicers, hookers, you name it. So spend some time doing that. Shift. Now, how does this then apply to the golf course? So you've now got the sensation of coordinating this. And we're rushing through this, so you've got the idea. I know you haven't got loads of time probably, so we're rushing through this. You could spend time just developing the feel of this, then bring in the golf club. Again, no balls at this stage. Now you could do the step exercises if you want, okay? And this is one of the other things that Dr. Kwan was talking about, was increasing the speed of the backswing. Biomechanists love this because it makes the golf swing so much easier. Traditionally, what we've done is we've tried to get people in positions all the time in golf, and it just ruins your golf swing. What I want you to do is add more flow to the motion, right? So all I want you to know is this. Take your club. Now you can do a step drill if you want, okay? You could start forward and step, and you'll start to see, for instance, those rhythm going. So as I swing forward, I'm going to step back and I'm just going to really swing through. But you don't have to do that necessarily. You could start here, and now there's your bag of shopping. Throwing it forward. I'm going to really, from here, swing it back. And as I'm swinging it back with speed, what am I doing? I'm falling and then taking that rhythm of that bag. See if you can spot the rhythm. I'll just pause for a second. Can you see that? I'm exaggerating with camera here. One and accelerate. I am not going one, back here, fast, and then falling in, then I'm accelerating through, yeah? So we're just sensing that rhythm. It's all coming from the ground up, and I'm swinging my arms, and as I'm doing this, the temptation I see whenever I coach this is it's so difficult for you to sometimes not do this, not pull those arms away. That's why going through these drills is a brilliant way initially of just sensing this, yeah, sensing the legs working, anything that's going to get those legs really kind of working dynamically, okay? So let's have a look at this in action. Start small, head out to the driving range, and we'll start small. Get a feel of really get that momentum on the way back. Shift, turn, shift, turn. Let's have a look at this in action. So nice and simple. There we go. Right? So nice little draw, and all I'm doing here is whenever I'm shifting back, I'm not turning before I've shifted. Shift, look at me now, I'm facing you, I'm shifting. This means now I'm in a powerful position. My body, if we were having a tug of war, I said earlier, it is strong here now, look. We're gonna win, we're gonna bring it down, but I am not pulling down with my arms. what we're doing is I swing back. I'm allowing the arms will just naturally fall, and then what do we do with the bag? We accelerate again and push up from the ground and throw that bag forward. The bag will teach you this. It will start to isolate its motion so you truly get it. Shift, turn, shift, turn. Shift, and away we go. Nice and simple. Lovely little draw. Okay, so in summary, 3 simple steps. Learn the feeling of the body. Get that cross section here. Shift, turn, develop that sensation. Get some rhythm with that, get some speed with that. Then add the bag into this motion so you can feel how the arms are gonna work. Make sure the bag's fairly heavy, about 5 kilos. Stretch it out, get some rhythm. Over here, really sense, swing the bag, not with like this, not with your arms, but really feel the legs are throwing that bag up there. As it gets thrown up, you then allow it to naturally fall down, and as it's falling, then you accelerate through the impact here. Really sense that. And each acceleration is coming from this push upwards off that ground, all right? Get that sensation. Gradually then introduce the club. You can start really small with this. Up, swinging up a bit quicker there, like 1, 2, it's about a rhythm. Maybe add some numbers to this. 1 and 2. There's a long and. So we're going 1 and 2, yeah? There's the bag, 1 and 2. Get that acceleration, all right? Simple stuff, but you've got to start to sense the swing coming from the ground upwards, all right? Learn the feelings. I really hope I'm gonna have more of this. I'm gonna bring in some students. In fact, if you haven't seen them already, look at some students' lessons that I've been working with here. Works really, really well. And look, if you're new to the channel, come and subscribe by pressing down here. Look, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Remember, there's a free downloadable practice guide in the description box below, so you'll never have to remember a thing. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you very, very soon.